Welcome to episode 194 of the DorkLair Collecting Podcast, recorded on Thursday, July 28th, 2022. We are rapidly approaching the 200 mark on the podcast.
Exciting.
Yeah, what's going on, Chris?
Just recovering from Comic-Con last week. It was a lot of walking. I looked at my phone. I think from like Wednesday through Sunday, I walked like 40 miles or something.
Holy cow. Do you track your steps or no?
I don't wear like a watch, but like the phone is relatively accurate, at least compared to my wife who wears a watch and stuff when we go out. But it was a lot, but a lot of fun. Good time.
That's crazy. So Larry can't be with us tonight. He's feeling a little bit under the weather. I did see Trevor in the comments, I think. Yeah, I saw Trevor's in there. Trevor, if you're around and you want to jump on, let me know. Because Larry, kind of a last minute cancellation. So, yeah, I shaved there, Jonathan. And that, in fact, it's coming back already. I shaved. So, did I mention it? I thought I mentioned it last week.
I think you said something about it.
Yeah, I was going to shave for my wife's birthday,
Nice.
Which has passed us. So the beard's on its way back now. So yeah, we'll see if Trevor wants to jump on, but yeah. So, how about recent pickups, Chris? Anything new?
Well, I guess at the con, I got from Mezco. I got both of their con exclusive Godzilla figures. They did a clear set between Godzilla and Ghidorah, and then another just clear Godzilla that was blue.
Yep.
So. They're actually the first of the 5 points Godzillas I've got in hand. I had ordered the sets from someone on Facebook, but I don't know, apparently have never come in. So I really need to go and reach out to find the other sets.
Right.
From Super 7, I got I got two of their glow in the dark cards. At the Cobra Bat, of course, I went to they changed over their store to the Cobra Recruitment Center, which is,
That's awesome.
it was pretty neat. Just going in there and it's like everything's G.I. Joe. And then also from Super 7, I got the Beavis and Butthead like TP from Cornholio exclusive. Like he came with as Beavis with like a roll of toilet paper that has like his sayings printed on it.
Yep.
Else got the exclusive Jurassic Park set from Mattel. It was the only thing. It was a buddy of mine was able to get in line and get it because otherwise Mattel was like the worst thing there as far as like getting in line. They're the only ones they were the biggest store, I guess, as far as Entertainment Earth was there, but they had just the massive line. Like the first day on Thursday, there was just a mob blocking the hallway, and then some security guards just shouting orders at everyone like, "Find your partner." Figure out a line, blah, blah. It was like this whole thing. I'm like, I'm not even going to try. It was just too much. Picked up some random comics here or there. Some, some local San Diegan comic guys I found. So luckily they were just like, hey, want to talk to you, like that type of grabby thing. And then they were local. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll pick up some things from them. So
yep.
Sure, there's things I'm forgetting, but it was a lot just to walk around and experience.
So Brick Something is saying, be careful with the backpack connections on the STCC bat. Someone's got unglued with too much pressure snapping it on.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
So be careful with that.
All right.
That's the thing with like the exclusives. It's like, you want to be gentle with them because at some point they're going to sell out and then they're just not going to be available.
Yeah.
I did send, so Trevor, I think he said he was he's cool with jumping on. I did send you the link, Trevor, if you're still there. I sent it on Instagram, so feel free to jump on if you would like to. And also people in the audience, and Laura, I'll get to you in 1 second, but people in the audience, just let us know. So I got some new gear. I got a like a booster thing to boost my volume because I'm always maxed out and it doesn't quite get loud enough. So if I sound too loud or if something doesn't sound quite right because I mess with all my settings, let us know if the sound is weird this week because it's a little bit different. And thank you, Laura. All Stars 5. Go home show.
Thanks, Laura. That's very nice.
All Stars 5 Plus Go Home show. We're going to talk about the latest updates to All Stars 5 And let me just kind of get into my recent pickups, and we'll kind of jump into that because I do have a quick little announcement to make about tomorrow morning. So let's get Trevor in here. Hey, dude, what's
Hey,
going on?
Hey, Trevor,
what's going on, guys? How's it going?
Hey.
Not much. Doing
What's
good.
happening, man?
Good.
San Diego Comic-Con was good? Good to you?
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Nice.
A lot of. I had the 4-day pass, so I did a lot of walking, and just I really feel like I hit almost everything I could have done, and got some panels. I was in the GI Joe panel. That was the only toy, the only Hasbro one I was able to get into or had time for. But
it's tough, man. I saw somebody talking today about moving it to either opening up. There's a stadium across the street, I think, Petco Stadium or something like that.
Or that's where the Padres play.
Yeah, putting the H room. What is it called? The
Hall H. Yeah, that's
Hall
the
H.
big ass one.
Over there, where you could have half the people that are attending it go to the thing, and watch it.
That would be
or
pretty
bringing
incredible.
It to Vegas,
which
would be weird, but
yeah. That would be really nice just for the people who want to do it, because I remember walking around on Thursday at 1 o'clock and behind the convention center, and there was a line for the next day Hall H. So people who are in line for 18 plus hours, nuts. And I'm like, there's nothing I really care that much about.
No.
Especially if you're on vacation or something, if I lived here, I'm like, I would probably, maybe I could do it sometimes, but I'm like, enjoy yourselves. I want, that's what I really want people to do.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a lot of work. If you want to see it all and get all your exclusives and stuff like that, it's a lot of work.
You got to prioritize for sure.
Or just go there and walk around and have a good time, man. It's really seeing people is the best thing. I'm hoping to go next year again.
Oh, cool.
Grandpa
I was pretty much glad that Hasbro and Mezco didn't have. Mezco had those Godzilla exclusives, but very first day I walked up in line, and there was one person waiting in line in front of me. When the past years when they had their 112s, then it's a whole exercise. Even NECA was fairly easy. They didn't sell out of any of their actual figures exclusive the entire weekend.
Wow.
After it was really easy going, and which is so nice.
Yeah. That's a welcome change, I think, to the way it's been in the past, for sure.
Trevor, you got any recent pickups?
Yeah, I got literally just opened these guys.
Oh, nice!
Big skulls, which are awesome, and
a head swap over here with.
Nice. Of course, you've already got a totally different figure already. I just take it out and pose it. Bill takes him out and what else can I put on this thing? What else did I get? I got the Wolverine today too. I opened him up, but I haven't really played with him. But I got to tell you, I got him because of all the heads and stuff, and I'm just kind of out of Mezco X-Men, because I just, there's something about superheroes in soft goods that bothers me. I don't know what it is. So so I got the Mafex X-Men, and I'm all over those. Those are fantastic. So I was ready to sell the Cyclops. Yeah, and I was ready to sell the Mezco Cyclops, and I opened this up, and I'm like, this is pretty good, man. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So I don't know. I don't know if they're sucking me back in.
Where'd you order yours from?
Mezco.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm still waiting for mine to ship. I feel like a lot of people.
It's weird, man.
Shipped from them yet?
I don't think I got a notice for either the Pink Skulls or that one. It just showed up. Or I saw it on FedEx. It was coming or something like that on my FedEx app or something like that. But
I didn't get my Pink Skulls notification until it was a day before it got here. After being in the mail for 5 days.
Right. Yeah. The East Coast is weird now, man. It sucks. I used to get this stuff the next day.
Well, yeah,
I'd be the first one with it. I'd be taking pictures. They're literally down the street from me.
Right, totally. Yeah, I remember less than 24 hours. It's funny because it's the FedEx ground, and if it ever shipped air, it took longer to get to me because it would go to a hub and then come up. But
oh
FedEx
yeah, we
ground
go to
would
like
be
Chicago and then come back
bang
or
on the
something
ground.
like that. It's nuts,
It'd be in Boston that night, and then the next morning it would be dropped off. But
yep.
For me, yeah. So I got, and I threw the glasses on Kylo. I thought he looked pretty cool with the
very nice
pink skulls glasses there.
Yeah, those are going to come in handy. The accessories
he
are
needs
fantastic.
A name. We need to make like a clown with these, And then, what was the other thing? Oh yeah. So this is gonna come back in a bit, but I got the vintage collection. I posted a picture of it on Instagram.
Yeah.
But it's the pack with Grogu, and he's like force repelling the flames back at the incinerator trooper. This topic will come back up in a minute.
All right, I'll talk about it then because I missed out on most of those. I did get the Boba Fett one, and it came in an envelope.
Yeah.
Like a pack, and it was crushed. The second thing, who was that from? That was Amazon, I think. I don't know. I can't remember who I got it from.
Yeah.
But I got Target twice. I got for somebody asked me to get the Super 7 5-point Spock. It was a Target exclusive. So I ordered them because the person was out of the country.
Yeah.
And they came in a box that was about half the size of the card. Just absolutely crushed in there. Just smushed. And then stickers on, wherever that these stickers aren't like those peel away with no residue. There's all sorts of residue. So sent them back, got another replacement in an envelope, bent. And the sticker. I'm like, dude, this is the best I can do, man.
Of stuff, so it all comes in a box or something.
In a box, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Damn it, Chris.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Just return the other crap,
Let's check in on the comments here. Let's see what people are talking about. See if they got any recent pickups here. The Lady Death Scarlet Edition.
Nice.
Jacob's over here. NECA stepping it up with the Universal Monsters. Yeah, those look good.
Yeah, the Bela Lugosi they revealed over the week, last week, and the sculpts are so good. Really nice. That. Yeah,
they're killing it with the monsters, man. The Universal Monsters are fantastic.
Owl Guy from Mezco. That's on the list. I have that on here for today. We'll take a look at that. So I have just kind of like a rundown. We're gonna talk about the most recent updates for All Stars 5. We're going to talk about the Mezco Con stuff, the San Diego Comic-Con reveals from Mezco, the Star Wars, like the Hasbro Star Wars stuff. I don't know if I caught everything, but I got a bunch of that stuff on the slideshow. And then the Hot Toys, and specifically the Darth Vader. Like, that's going to be a big one today. And, I think that's most of everything. I didn't put Mafex on there. We may pull up like Twitter and browse Mafex because there was kind of like a lot of stuff that was revealed over the last few days too with that.
Yeah.
I think my Comic-Con exclusive Fett is here. Oh, interesting. Super 7 Snow Lion-O. Yep.
Oh yeah, that was the other one too.
I don't know what this is. Mr. Z Corgi?
I know what that is because I had a Corgi and I actually looked at this. They're these little anthropomorphic dog figures with clothing. Like they're like they have skateboard and they're cute. They're really cute. They're really cute.
Yeah. And the monster accessory packs. Brick something, Babylon, Mecha, oh snap, Julie, Eric, what's up everybody? Braku Prime's in the house. NYC Figure Fanatic, just giving shout outs here. Ricky Lee, Jonathan, Hedgehog, Laura. What's up everybody? We're going to get this show started now with the slideshow. So, let me pull this one down. And put this here and bring this up. So starting off with just like a couple update type things. Trevor, thank you. This is your figure. I sent it to you. I sent it back to you UPS of all things because it was like one day. So you might get that tomorrow.
Okay, great. Awesome.
So look out for UPS. If you need the tracking number, let me know. But yeah, so this is Varg. Trevor was kind enough to lend me Varg and Valak. My Valak review's already up. The Varg review's already filmed. I'll probably post that Sunday-ish, just to space things out a little bit, because tomorrow, and actually we had the question right here. Let me see if I can find it. From Curtis. When is the All-Stars show planned? So I have already recorded and uploaded my All-Stars. I just got to tweak a few little things before publishing. I'll probably do that tomorrow morning. So I'll get my All-Stars 5 video, breakdown, rundown of the whole thing. We're not going to talk about the whole wave tonight. You know, we've already talked about each thing incrementally. We'll talk about prices, like we can kind of recap the prices, which were just announced yesterday. So yeah, so All-Stars 5 breakdown video. I'll try to get it up before the thing goes live. So maybe like 11 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow morning, because the All-Stars 5 pre-order begins at noon tomorrow Eastern time. So there's your answer, Curtis. And the other thing I wanted to mention is Chris Con. Again, this is this Sunday. If you're in Massachusetts, if you're like, you know, an hour or so away from Taunton, Mass, not to be confused with Taunton, Mass. If you're in like Connecticut, Rhode Island, maybe even New Hampshire is not that far, come on down to Chris Con. It's 10 to 2. It's a really short event. There's going to be, you know, all sorts of fun activities. It's a meetup and a convention. Like there's vendors selling stuff. I'm going to have a table selling stuff. I know Jeremy is going to be there with product from Four Horsemen. So with Mythic Legions figures, like cases of con priced. So like, you know, $40 Mythic Legions. And they are limiting like vendors. Like, so they're not going to allow the early bird people to get it. Like the first people who are going to have access to Jeremy's table and who are going to have access to the Legion stuff will be the customers, the attendees, not like other vendors and stuff. That said, I will actually have my own Mythic Legions. I'll have a bunch of vintage collection stuff. And I know they're going to have like photography events and contests, giveaways, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're around, if you're in the area, check it out. It's really small. Like I wouldn't go traveling 3 hours for it, but if you're an hour away, which I'm about 45 minutes away, check it out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I always like small conventions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we don't have much for toy conventions. Like we have what used to be Boston Comic Con, which is a fan expo now, and it's great. And there's like a lot of vendors and there's a lot of toys and stuff, but you know, they don't bring in like, you're not going to see like Boss Fight doesn't have a table there, you know, like somebody's going to be selling, I think it's Vitruvian Armory is going to be selling Boss Fight figures there and stuff. So it's going to be fun.
Is this a new convention, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, last year it was at the guy's house. It was just a meetup. And this year he's expanding it. And you know, next year it'll probably be even bigger. Curtis Ackerman, after seeing some Alithia reviews and the All-Stars reveals, I'm really wanting Four Horsemen to do a belt pack with some of those new belts. I'd buy a ton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, even just a general accessories and like, I don't want to call it a clothing pack, but you know, like kind of.
Yeah, I mean, take those capes, and I mean the soft goods it's not a matter of a mold. It's just a matter of, you know, making them, you know, sewing them up. Right. So like it'd be cool to have for some of the older figures to have like a pack of like 4 capes and hoods or something like that. You know what I mean? That'd be pretty cool. I don't know whether they'll do that or not, but it would be cool.
Yeah. It's. I have a feeling it's tough for them to, you know. I'm sure there's a million ideas, and it's like, which ones are going to make it to the table, right?
That's it. Yeah, I think that the head pack is the head pack's an entry into that world, though, and you know what, the hand and feet packs were also as well. So
I love that game changer.
I know they're fantastic. They're fantastic. Just we need the armored. I said this to Eric. We need the armored hands in different configurations too. So
right
for a lot of the older figures that have the armored gloves.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah, those are things I would love to see for them to do, you know, reinforcements of, because it's just everyone's gonna always want to buy them. Like those first packs, they're not easily available. I mean, there's eBay available, I guess. So
right. It's funny now that people want the belts, though. You know what I mean? That was like the least thing anybody wanted was that little brown belt that came.
Well, that belt, yeah.
But now they're so nice and like so detailed, and they can hold multiple weapons and stuff. But
that's totally different. Those are nice.
I did always appreciate when a random figure would come with a different color. Like Sir Gerard had the black one, and the
Black Knight had the red one.
Yeah, the Black Knight had the red one.
Yeah.
So thank you, Curtis, and that's a great idea. Belt packs or various
hedgehogs,
clothing,
the potion bottle pack. Stop it.
Potion bottle pack. There you go.
Stop it.
Oh snap! It would be awesome if someone could do a video of the con and share it. I'm sure. So if you follow Collector77 on Instagram, and like Cubicle Collector and some of these other guys that are running the show, then I'm sure they're going to be posting stuff. I don't know if I'm going to have too much of a chance to do that because I'm going to be running my table, but I may try to. We'll see. Potion bottle gate. Okay. All right, let's bring this back up. Okay, so big shout out. I'm gonna announce the giveaway item right now. So again, big shout out. I gotta go full screen here. Shout outs to Phantasmal, Braku Prime, Curtis twice, and just now, Hedgehog. Phantasmal was twice too. Look at that. Edgardo, Scott, Brick something, Laura. Thank you all. These are all last week's super chats. Much appreciated. And these super chats were actually what made this possible. Trevor, sorry, you're not eligible.
Damn it. Why did I get on the stream? I gotta go.
Like, oh, man.
I gotta go.
So this is what we're giving away this week. A little change up. I've been doing a lot of Legions giveaways, and I thought this would, I bought an extra one of these. This is a fantastic set. This is the new Stormtrooper with the ankle rockers, and I hope they pretty soon start doing Stormtroopers with the new hips. The new hips are incredible that they're doing with these. But yeah, so this is going to be the giveaway item. We'll do that after, like in the midst of the Star Wars Hasbro news. We'll run the giveaway for the Incinerator Trooper and Grogu's set. So that's the giveaway for this week. Thank you again for all of you who made this possible by contributing last week, and much appreciated. And people have already started contributing this week towards next week's giveaway. So thank you all for that.
Yeah, thanks.
I don't even have a burner YouTube account to use. That doesn't have my name. Just be Trevor Williams. It's pretty obvious.
Like 1/12 shooter.
Travis Wilkins.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Hedgehog. Thanks for the hours of great content and fun. You're welcome.
Yeah,
we enjoy it. It's just a lot of fun doing this stuff. I think when we went to the live with the podcast, it just really added another dimension to all of it.
Yeah, I totally agree. A lot of fun having everyone right there.
Yeah, it is. Like being able to see everybody and chat and like when it's funny because sometimes we'll be podcasting and we're just so focused on the conversation that a question might go unanswered, like we might have something like, we'll find out later. And then when we're doing this, there's always somebody in the chat who's like, oh, I looked it up real quick and I already know the answer and share it, Okay. So let me bring this back in here. All right. So here we are with the latest reveals for All Stars 5, and we are now complete, and tomorrow All Stars 5 will begin. And we have Lady Averona, and so this is essentially a female knight character, right? But it's an evil female knight. It's a Legion of Arethyr female knight, and we have again some new belts and things to add to it. Cloth and plastic. I think they confirmed that, right, Trevor?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're getting both. The tabards are going to be cloth and plastic.
Yeah. So both of those like waist loincloth pieces will be included. And so this is really cool. I think, do I have? Yeah, there we go. So there you can see the eyes on Trevor's beautiful photograph. Your shots on all these were just incredible.
Thank you. This was fun.
Was this the one that you did right after we podcasted last week?
I had it like I had the bridge set up, and this set I got to post something tomorrow on the Cabal. This set was done by somebody on the Cabal. I won't shout him out here, but like it's amazing. It's this whole castle, and this is just a bridge from it. It's fantastic. But yeah, cool. These are a lot of fun. Her eyes are great because you can actually see them when the mask is down. They really kind of stand out just because of the red. You can kind of see it there. You know,
that's really an awesome look.
It is.
It's I think it's a cool figure.
And this is the Hadriana head, but it's got a new mask in the front.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right. Yep.
Yep.
And of course, new paint.
It doesn't even really look at her. The eyes being red really kind of takes it away from looking like her.
Right. Yeah, totally. It changes the shape of the face essentially with all the dark. Like it brings it down a bit.
I finally got to shoot some elves. Never shot them before.
Here's still pretty new to Legions. Your customizing videos got me hooked. I have a few, but this will be my first all-in. Customizing is that's a very loose use of the word. I've done a couple little things, but it's usually just kit bashing.
Yeah,
with those videos. She looks great from Brick Something. Love seeing the face in the helmet. Trevor, you're awesome. Love your work. Definitely bring these things to life. You do. You absolutely do.
Thank you.
And then the next one is Duban. And this is essentially like a good guy ranger. Excuse me. So Legion of Arethyr, and then we have Zylona's flock, right? I believe he's the flock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a human in Zylona's flock. Yep.
Blue silver kind of look going on.
Color is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is probably my favorite of the new reveals.
This might be my favorite as well. And a new cape type, right? Like usually, C. Jessam's capes have been either waist type things, right? And then you had the classic capes, the old ones that peg in, but this is an over the top kind of cape, not a peg under the pauldrons type cape. So this is a really neat kind of thing going on. And
it's great.
The head has the same
wired
as phallic. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the wiring in this thing, man, it's so good. It's so posable. I love that they're doing this now. It's the greatest thing ever. It's the greatest.
Like just the value. This figure is nuts. Like it's got almost a whole hands pack in it, right? Like it's got the bird, it's got it's just so loaded. The cape, all the stuff it comes with is phenomenal.
In the prototype anyway, and like as we said on the show last week, like usually the prototypes come out exactly the same, if not better, when the production figures come out. And it's pretty seamless, the cape with the hood, even though the hood is plastic and it's not like a cloth hood, it works, man. It looks like it's part of it. It's really, really well done.
Yeah, I mentioned this in my Valak review. The sculpt work on this hood, which is the same hood as Valak, different head underneath, right? And the thing, like the gathered top of the cape, so to speak, like plastic piece on Valak.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's so like the texture of the fabric, like the weave of the fabric is so pronounced that I think that's what does it. Like that's what makes it match up really well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
yes, the bird head does pop off. Oh snap!
I can. Looks like it pops. Yeah, and you can turn the head to look different directions.
I can see a lot of third party.
It's just on a cylindrical peg.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is the same body as the Valak bird, Cinder, and just with a new head sculpt.
And somebody said, I don't know if you're going to show the shot, but like the shot I took of him with the bird taking off, somebody asked, "Oh, do the legs come off the gauntlet?" The legs are part of the gauntlet, but technically, I don't think this is meant to be. But the legs are glued onto the body of the bird. You can heat them up and take them off, and probably pop them. So
nice.
Maybe somebody third party will come up with some legs or something that you could pop in there or something like that. Those are going to be pretty fragile if they're resin, but you never know. But it looks, if you want to do something like this,
like
cutting
it out, yeah,
gauntlet,
cutting it out.
You can do that too.
If you get an extra bird, buy a loose bird and see if you can just like X-Acto knife it into just being out there,
Yep.
But doesn't fly apparently.
Got to have that disclaimer.
And the final reveal, we got the gray horse, Boreas. I think I spelled it right, Boreas.
Yep.
And so this takes parts from Balius and parts from Aethon and sort of mashes them together, paint it gray, and we have a new, pretty like standard looking horse. It's not like Aethon where it's, that's a very specific demonic horse, like with a name, like it's a character, right? Like this can be, you could have multiples of this horse, right? Like, this is very cool. So it's got the lower legs and the, I don't know what you call it, the tack piece on the front from Aethon, right?
Right. Yep.
And then it's also got the swap out mane that you have in your
that's nice.
In your shot. This shot's beautiful.
Yep. Yeah, it's a great looking horse, man. And it was funny, like I was talking with Jeremy when he saw the pictures, the black on black pictures. He's like, is it that dark? And I'm like, yes, that's pretty much it. It looks like that. I mean, it's got a really cool, like there's pronounced shading in the folds and stuff like that. It's really painted beautifully. Yeah. The head is almost all a dark gray. It gets to a point where it's almost all dark gray. So I saw somebody say, could you pop this on Alithia's horse and make a black horse?
Oh,
it's not black. It's a very dark charcoaly gray, but it's a hop, skip, and a jump away, man. Paint that thing up easily. Even for a beginner, you could paint that black and you could pop it onto.
That's like you could probably just get some black and like just dry brush it to just darken it.
Absolutely. Yep.
That'd be super.
Horse head pack incoming.
The Godfather.
The Godfather head pack.
When I was dyeing one of the Aethon black, I had a shot like that. I pulled it out in like a spoon, and it was just a head like dripping with like black. It looked just like that shot from the Godfather.
Yes, the main. So this main here is the Balius main, and then it also comes with the swap out Aethon main.
Yep, it pops out, just pops out and sticks right in there.
Yep,
it's really brilliantly done. I mean, the whole thing is just really, really well built.
Yep, they designed an excellent horse with a lot of options for like changing things and upgrading and modifying and stuff.
Yeah,
I saw a lot of people talking about getting this. Yeah, I saw a lot of people talking about getting this for Death Dealer, for the Mezco Death Dealer when it comes out.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that'll be great. I like the idea of King Conan on this one.
Yeah.
You have the first Conan on Balius and then King Conan on, because he's kind of gray, like on the gray horse. So here's the whole wave. Let me actually pull this banner down for a second here. So all of the standard figures are 37, even Xenothon, which to me, I was like, I was curious, like, would that be the 37? It's got the wings usually.
Yeah, I figured the wings would add that up and the alternate head too and everything. Yeah.
Yep. So everything's 37, and then the heads pack is $30. That is dirt cheap for the heads.
That is nuts, man.
It's great.
And then Boreas 55, which is standard horse price.
Yeah, when we were doing the Legions Lounge last week and debuting it, that's what Eric Treadaway was telling me on over DM. He was like, I think it's going to be between like 28 and 30. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it is nuts. It's awesome.
It is nuts. And necks, you get necks for everything.
Yep.
So.
Oh yeah.
and the alternate tongue for
Yeah.
the bog goblin, and it's the tail for the panther. It's great. It's incredible.
Right, and the collar that's there. And then the all. So if you add it all up, I think it comes to 418, and the all in is 385. So you're saving pretty close to the amount of a full figure, like they did last time. So just an awesome price for all in.
Yeah.
So Deathwatch says only 3 figures from All Star 5 for me. Is it the 3 reissues? I'm curious, Deathwatch. Which ones?
Yeah.
Tell us in the chat, other people too. Like, what are you grabbing from this wave?
I'm not doing an all in either, just because I don't. They're very nice figures. It just they all don't like mesh with what I'm going for. So that's why I'm like, I'm gonna hold off. I know it's a great deal and everything, but like, I don't want to have to sit and sell like 4 figures that I don't want on.
Right.
Like if I get like 2 all ins or something, because I want multiples of other things. So.
Yeah. The Motu stuff for me never really. It doesn't really do much for me. These look great. I mean, as far as tributes go, I think they did a great job putting them together. They just almost all of them, except for Keltis and Adamon, don't really feel like they fit in with the rest of the stuff. Although you did say Okietos, Bill.
I kind of like Okietos' color scheme in terms of it being almost like a shadow elf kind of look, you know? Like we've seen that color scheme before, at least the armor parts.
I like the Xenothon as like the gray orc, like that. I think that looks
that body
very great. Yeah,
I'm getting a few, maybe 3 of him just because of the parts. You know.
Yeah, because that gray body is very unique, right? I can't think of anything offhand that's had like a, naked gray body. I guess like painted that way anyway.
Not gray, no.
Yeah,
I just can't get into another line of orcs that are a different color.
Yeah, I know that's true.
Already got green and red going. Like I've got a deep Fury Orc clan already going. So
I'm
running out of room. Horsey Beard Man, Green Knight dude, and maybe Lady.
So Slot's getting Azar Swig, Dubon, the head pack, maybe the horse and something else. Not digging the Masters tributes. I wish they had a wash like Adamon and Keltis did. They look too toonish. Yeah.
There is a wash on Xenothon, I think.
But. I think that body is gonna be sweet. That's gonna be such a good swapping body. I cannot wait for that one.
There's a Learning Guard, man. For $37, the stuff just that shield alone.
Right.
So nice.
That's the thing I want. I was like, the shield looks awesome. I'm like, because I'm trying to figure out what I want for my whole display. I'm like, so I did originally. I was not going to get I'm drawing a blank. The Ilithia. I wasn't going to get her 2.0 and of Zyona, and I was like, well, no, I'll do that. And I'm like, okay, so I can fit him in, but it's like, do I need to do that? That's the thing. But the shield is so awesome. I'm like, just sell the rest of the figures.
Cool, man.
Get some of those shields. They're just so ridiculously huge.
I know.
Right. Yep. My favorite, I think I have to go with Dubon as my favorite.
I think I have to too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
but the Xylurnian Guard is close behind.
I love seeing Romulus back out. That's one of my favorites. It's just the paintwork on Romulus. They went from that like 1.0 to the next few waves where they started like reusing parts and just bringing the paint level up. And this was one that was just blew my mind in terms of how like diverse the paintwork is on there. It's like there's dirt on the feet, there's shiny parts, there's dull parts. Like there's just so many cool little things going on with Romulus's paint.
It's a great figure. Ilgar's an incredible figure paint-wise too.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get at least 2 or 3 of him.
My beard is MIA. Yeah, it made it into this. There's multiple bearded figures in this wave, so I feel out of place right now. I'm actually pumped about Azar, just because it like having Zazar like get a re-release and like Azar didn't get in. Like this just feels like it's completing something for me, and I do really like these demons. And I'm pumped that we're getting the red too. Like
and As of Azar or whatever is coming. So I'm like, I need to get this one too. And then
Yep.
and I've always I had bought a long time, where for the other All Stars I bought an extra Azar to paint red. I was like, I want like a red demon. I'm like, oh well, now I got the red head, so I don't even need to bother painting the other body. Just need to find another red thing.
Grey Orc Army.
Yeah.
Wonder what will happen to the Zazar value. I mean, they're all, as soon as they're gone and like the supply dries up, like every figure it happens. So yeah, so Zazar is going to become the rare one, like of all of these. It's not going to be a $200 figure anytime soon, but like it's now the rare
$90,
one
$100
of the demons. Yeah.
It was funny. I was talking on the Cabal, and someone was talking about the all-ins, about getting them. I'm like, I don't know about getting it all in, just because I don't want to have to sit on some figures for a while, just because a lot of people get all-ins, and then they're trying to move the other ones. Right. And I just mentioned some ones like Sir Owain I had that's been sitting around for a while, and like I put it on eBay, months and months ago, just set a price. And then it sold yesterday, and then I looked, and then it had sold out on Big Bad Toy Store. I'm like, oh well, that's probably why it sold.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. It's that panic buy. It's like, oh my god,
yeah.
It's gonna be $200 pretty soon.
Yeah, right.
75 people, by the way. Got a nice crowd here tonight.
Nice.
Happy Thursday,
Thanks, everyone.
everybody.
Yeah.
I was too. I was really happy that Azar was announced, Jonathan. I was pumped about that, and I kind of
more respect for him now.
I was, hoping for the Sentry, but I'm happy with it. All right, shifting gears to the Owlman or whatever it's called, Lord of Tears. I've never seen this, but Mezco just they love doing their horror stuff, and so we're into the Mezco Con reveals. I'm kind of building up, so I'm going with what I think is sort of like probably the least fan interest from our at least from our community.
Is this a live action movie? I've never heard.
Yeah,
of
I think
this,
so. I think it's like a really maybe like a German low budget thing or something like that.
I feel like I've seen this character before, but I don't remember ever hearing about this movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not like up on horror stuff generally.
Yeah, me neither. But
yeah, I like horror.
Knowing Mezco, they're going to do a great job on
me too.
This thing is.
Yeah, for sure. It's a great buck too. Like the body could be really cool for other things. You know what I mean? Like that. Even just the clothing, like a Victorian. If you could pop some other hands and a regular human head on that, it'd be kind of cool to have for your
it'll be
Gotham
to see
Batman or something like that. Your Gotham by Gaslight Batman background character or something like that.
Right.
Pop that head on like an ogre figure.
See what they have. Yeah, I wonder what. Yeah, how scale with some things.
Ogre.
And then they did the I forget. Like is this resurrected Superman?
The recovery suit Superman.
Okay. We need Larry for this. This is like his wheelhouse. I feel like he's like, oh, that's like my favorite Superman. But
when he died and he came back, this was his suit to recover his body or whateber.
So
Mayfix
so
did
one
last year, I think, or no, early last year, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. See, those things just look like jammies to me. I don't know. It's just like this is the Spider-Man 2099, which I know a lot of people liked, but there's something about if there's not a lot of detail, like some of the
I know what you mean.
Were plain looking. Look at the cape kind of killed you, took care of that and everything. But this just I don't know. I'm not sure. Not that I'd be interested in anyway, but
By the way, Art says hi.
Hey, what's up, Art?
Hey, Art. How's it going?
And then this I love because
this is interesting.
I have the first three, and so I've been kind of like wondering if they were going to continue making Iron Man figures, and this it's I think it's the same legs and arms and stuff, just with some new molded parts, but
torso and stuff.
Yeah. So this is pretty cool. They're continuing the Iron Man stuff. So we have the Silver Centurion here. Pretty sweet.
Cool.
Yeah. That first release is great. So.
I've seen some people say they were a little like underwhelmed by the Mezco reveals, and I somewhat agree, but I also feel like people are they're wanting figures to release. They're behind on a ton of things. So I feel like I kind of welcome just a little bit of a low key kind of thing, and it's like makes me feel like they're
take it or leave it type of thing.
Yeah. This is I love this right here. I love the way I love their classic things, and I'm the exact opposite of the jammy thing. Like I love this type of stuff. So Doc Ock, this is cool.
It kind of works on Doc Ock, although I don't know. Doc Ock always looked weird in this outfit either. The tentacles look a little. I'm hoping this is like prototype. Like, they just look a little.
I don't even know if those exist. That's why I want to look at those tentacles.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all possible. That's just photoshopped in. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I could see them going with a cartoon look for the tentacles like this, but them like when you get them in hand, they're like this really nice quality. Like that's the thing that they tend to do well.
I wasn't sure if they were going to be type of thing where it's like plastic into plastic and they're movable, or if it's just going to be like a rubbery type
bendy wire
with a wire.
Yeah, like the first option is more of a high end feel, I guess, in a sense. Like
I didn't segment.
Was there a price? They didn't put this up yet.
No, this isn't up yet. This is
image. Yeah. I wish. I mean, like I said, I don't know that fully exists, but I really did wish they put some of these out at Comic-Con, like because what you're saying about how many they had to that are still waiting to get released, and you walk by the case and then
it's like, hey, that's everything I ordered.
Yeah, I'm like, man, they have like 10, 12, 15 figures like waiting. And I'm like, well, I'm glad they're here. I mean, hopefully these are moving along, but I'm like, man.
Yeah, but they were there 2 years ago too. Like,
I know. Like to have nothing new showing there, I thought that was a little interesting, I guess,
I saw a lot of people like with pictures. D took a lot of pictures. D amazing, and they were on some of the Mezco groups, and people were like, "Ooh, look at that!" And I'm like, "Dude, it's been out for 2 years. You're still waiting on that. Like you ordered it. Like I don't know. Everybody's getting very excited."
Well, some of the stuff there were some surprises mixed in because some of the figures were new. I think some of those were production. I think Constantine. I think that one's ready to go soon, and I think that was production. That looked really good. They had like Bishop had double elbows now, which they originally showed it with single. There were a few other figures that they were like updated. So that stuff was cool. And I think in general, they just had, they may have had every single 112 figure out like that has been produced. I think they had everything out, and that was the nature of their display.
They had like a DC and Marvel, and then on the other side, like the more random figures.
Oh, wow.
But they had a lot of stuff out, and then all of their all the Rumble Society stuff. So there was a ton out. But I mean, off the top of my head, I think the vintage look or golden age, like black suit Batman, was the only thing that was like not like released offhand,
right.
or previewed or anything.
Yeah, I think that's right. That was the only one. And then of course and then we have to me,
this
probably the best thing that we saw
at
Comic-Con.
Absolutely.
I mean, this Vader that it might rival it, but
overall, this is the best Mezco thing for sure.
Yeah, this is the best Mezco, definitely the best 12th scale thing. This thing is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So we have, what's funny is it's Frazetta girls, but like this is not based on any Frank Frazetta painting or anything like that. I feel like this is just a general.
It's not based on. He probably illustrated.
He did King Conan, but it.
He did a lot of different illustrations, though, not necessarily paintings. There probably is something out there that looks similar to this. Although, all the decor and stuff, I don't know if that's based on anything. I haven't looked it up, but
well, he's got a lion motif throughout the stories. I want that King Conan. Yeah, I'm pretty pumped about this.
I would love if this came Conan with a throne.
Awesome. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That'd be cool.
I'm sure Mezco would love to sell you one. It's like everyone's getting a deluxe.
There's a current.
I paid a lot of money for that Todd McFarlane one that had the static figure that sat in it just for the throne itself.
Oh.
I think I paid.
There's a current run.
$90 for that.
It's like a 6-issue of King Conan.
Cool.
I didn't know that.
Crom laughs at your 4 wins. Yeah, no dates or anything for any of these reveals. But I can't. When was the last time we had a new pre-order?
A little bit, right? I'm trying to. Is it the classic Spider-Man?
Yeah, maybe. Or well, we had Green Goblin. Maybe that might have been.
Oh yeah,
last
that was in
regular.
between. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Use the McFarlane throne. Yeah. I actually want to see. Let me go to Mezco real quick. Any other thoughts on Conan?
The only thing that worried me more was seeing the '89 Batman again with that cape that just looked terrible. And I'm like, what is going on, man? If we're still at that level with that figure, either that's what we're getting, or we're still 6 months out before we see that figure. At least it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah. There
will never be anything that beats this for delay. I don't think, unless it's another Mezco.
No,
for Mezco, I can't imagine. Yeah,
and it's been so long that people are starting to associate 2+ to 3 years as like they're starting to say, "Oh, Mezco always takes 3 years."
Yeah,
figures because they're so I don't know, like internally like traumatized, I guess, by the wait for Batman '89. And it's like,
well, I mean,
not really. There's a lot of delays, but like,
I think Mr. Freeze has gone 2 years.
Yeah, Mr. Freeze is the other one. Conan took a long time.
Yeah,
Conan took a long time. Death Dealer is pushing a year and a half,
1 year.
maybe 2 years too. Is it 1 year?
It was last summer, I think, wasn't it?
I think I ordered a second one last summer on the wait list. I think that's been quite a while.
Okay, so
I think it's been a year and a half or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, no, because Batman's been a year and a half. Batman was
like Batman '89 Batman. 2 years.
Over 2 years.
Yeah,
2 years.
2.5. 2.5. Yeah, 2.5.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. I think a lot of people, especially because didn't the Reeves Superman go up after Batman? I'm trying to remember. Like, I kind of think like there are probably a lot of collectors who are like, I want that one and I want that one, and they got the second one like 2 years ago or something, or whatever, 1.5, whenever the Reeves Superman came out, and so now they're like, what's going on? I can imagine the more casual Mezco collector was like, oh, those are two of my favorite ones. I want to get them, and they got the one so long ago.
Is there a casual Mezco collector?
I guess not.
Well, there is, because there's
pretty intense.
There's people who heard about it and then jump in for their first time. Right. Like that's
like T. Belay here is saying my Mr. Freeze is my first Mezco pre-order, and it's been 2 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time. So this Solomon Kane is another one that I feel like at the con it looked ready to go. Like that looked that looked really good.
Yeah.
I just double checked my Death Dealer that I pre-ordered was from August 14th, 2020.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So 2 years.
It's coming up on the 2-year anniversary.
Yep.
But yeah, like you said, they updated the body, so hopefully that's kind of on its way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another one that got the double elbows.
Morbius.
I don't know, like the perspective might have been weird, but to me it almost looked like it might be a little bit bigger than Conan because they were right next to each other. It's hard to say from the picture. Anything
I'll
on
have
that,
to see if I
Chris?
took any photos back then. I took pictures the very first day, and then like I was a lot more casual after that.
Yeah. Oh, the Pink Skulls band set. Nice. I have a crate full of Pink Skulls stuff right here. I love the milk crate. It's great.
It is great. I don't even remember if I ordered Solomon Kane. That's how long that's been too. I gotta look. I don't think I did. I don't know.
Yeah, I only got a picture of Death Dealer by himself, but yeah, he does look a little tall. I mean, maybe it's just it could be his helmet or something, but yeah, he does look
that skirt thing. Yeah,
taller than.
And he shouldn't be blue.
Ultraman's another one. It's been a while. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Curtis is the Mezco's Our Dolls guy. I would get into Mezco, but I need to find a Malibu Barbie dream house for them first.
Okay, Curtis. You start getting soft goods on these Mythic Legions, and you'll see.
I gotta say, when I was a kid, and my sister had the Barbies, the Barbie McDonald's was awesome.
I remember that.
It was
I remember
awesome
that. It was
toy.
pretty cool.
I remember my sister had that when we were kids.
I remember having like a play school McDonald's, or maybe it was just a generic fast food thing. But I remember like sliding a tray through the back.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. Totally. Wow.
Yeah.
Blowing my mind. It was the brown and yellow
McDonald's
too, I think. Maybe a little red in there, but like brown was like that 70s or 80s.
Yeah.
Okay, let's cruise through a bunch of the Star Wars stuff. So the Star Wars Hasbro, there's like a whole bunch of credit collection stuff that's not interesting to me for Black Series. Whatever, credit collection. And then this is sweet. And I'm not really doing the Black Series anymore, but I'm hoping they just scale this right down, just this exact figure, just vintage collection. I want the MiGs. This is pretty sweet right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just getting this for. I got the other Bill Burr, and I'm gonna get this one just because I like Bill Burr.
He's Bostonian.
Yeah,
like it's cool to have the tank driver version, but this is that character. Like this is him.
Yeah,
he's got the like shoulder gun thing.
I know, it's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't want to buy more Black Series, but I might have to get this because this is not something that SHF or Mafex is probably going to come out with. So
no,
all these
Hot Toys ever does it, I'd be thrilled, but I don't know. I mean, I'm glad he made it a second appearance. It always increases the options, or
true
possibilities.
True.
Yeah.
Probably be back too at some point.
Yeah, I feel like that.
And so of interest, like we still have some of these figures have the window packaging, and then we're gonna get to some that don't, that are just in the box. But we got another Grogu. This is the hover pram Grogu. Like, I don't know, like it's got some of the same stuff the other Grogu comes with.
Isn't this like $30? Isn't
is
this
it
like
really?
$30?
I hope not.
Yeah, it's like a deluxe. Like it's like what?
That's wild.
Yeah.
I don't know what is going on over there, man.
TVC Reva's awesome. It's a good figure. The likeness is great.
Yeah, it does look very good.
I saw that the other day.
This is nice. Axe Wolves. I like that. Anytime's more like Mandos, and
the Mandos are good.
That.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting any of this. I'm not getting any of the Black Series stuff. It's just okay, so now we're into the box, the non-window packaging stuff. So we have Luke from The Mandalorian, and we have what is this thing? This is I forget what kind of droid.
This is from the game.
K2SO droid? Is it
no, this is like a
this is from one of the games,
droid of some sort.
I think, isn't it?
No, it's from The Mandalorian. No,
is it?
No, this is The Mandalorian.
I thought when I saw the letters or heard the letters, I thought it was the droids that were on that jail, prison ship. But I don't.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
The tapes
you are right. Yeah.
Okay.
You're right. I gotta say, the one thing the Black Series team is doing right here is the cover photos for these things, man. They're beating the hell out of the Marvel Legends team for illustrations on the front of the boxes. If you got to have, paper instead of plastic, these look nice.
Yeah, they're nice shots.
HK-47 was a Hunter Killer series assassin droid and Jedi Hunter.
It was a game. All right. But it's from the Mandalorian, though, it says, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I might be in. Am I in Legends here? It was constructed by Revan.
It's from the Ahsoka episode. So was it on that? Was it on the planet there that they were guards?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They were up on the roof. Yeah. Okay, I remember.
Yeah. Okay. That's pretty cool. I'd buy that. I guess I would probably buy almost anything in the vintage collection, but this would be a pretty cool one to have. Now we got some gaming greats, another battle droid, and a K2 or whatever, a KX droid from I'm not sure which games those are from exactly, but
still illustrations. The
Jedi
shots
Survivor.
are really nice. Yeah. Are they photos or are they illustrations? I think they're photos, right?
I think they're photos too.
Probably touched up.
Really
yeah.
nice. Oh, nice job. Wonder if Matt Cohen, my friend Matt Cohen, is doing those.
Is that Shooting the Galaxy?
Yeah, Shooting the Galaxy. Yep.
I have a friend, Matt Cohen. That's why I remember that. Like a separate, yeah, like from Nintendo.
And then we got the Halloween figures. So we have this clone trooper skeleton, bone trooper, I'm calling it. And this one, I did take the time to add the other photo in here because this is actually kind of fun. You know, it's got chocolate bars. The best car things are chocolate bars.
Okay,
it's got the
zombie.
Is that what it looks like? A little
Porg. Zorg.
Looks like a haunted mansion.
And it's got Maz Kanata's
that chest.
Treasure chest
thing.
This
is weird,
right?
It's funny when they like what random accessories from any figure can we throw in with these holiday things?
And paint them. And these will be available just in time for Easter, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly.
The last Christmas ones I never saw go up anywhere. I remember they teased or someone. Yeah,
I saw them pop up pretty recently. I forget, like maybe Yak Face had some intel on it or something, and they might be hitting actual like brick and mortar stores. Like they might have been held back and just reserved for this Christmas or something.
Yeah,
I saw something about it recently.
They got fairly popular, but I was waiting for them to be at like the Five Below or something like that right after they announced it. I'm like, I'll get.
I would have paid full price. I really wanted the Chewie that was the Wookiee that was the Sasquatch.
I wanted that one too. There were a couple in the Christmas ones that I would have gotten just for.
I got a few of the first round, but not the second.
Mm-hmm. This
like a vampire Wookiee.
Don't care for whatsoever.
The I thought it was a werewolf.
Oh, werewolf. Wookiee. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
This one's better.
Wookiee with cat ears.
Yeah. It was funny because I didn't see the stream or the panel at all, and I like actually went back in the thing. And I'm like, oh wait, what is that? A Halloween figure? I was like, oh, that's neat. So it was actually nice to see a surprise. I don't know what the little guy on his shoulder is from. I honestly don't recall that. From anything.
I'm trying to remember what that's from. It might be a Gaming Greats thing, but I remember seeing it somewhere. I just can't place it.
Is it a comic thing? This is basically
anyone in the comments, let us know.
It might be. So yeah, okay. Let's. Okay, my black screen means it's time. It's time for a giveaway. So we're gonna get into Vintage Collection in a minute. Let me pull this down. We're gonna do our giveaway. Just a reminder, we got the Incinerator Trooper set. So everybody get ready. I just need to pull up the giveaway thing. Reminder that I'm shipping to the U.S. only.
Cow.
So you're welcome to enter if you're not in the U.S., but just find a buddy that can forward it to you or whatever. This might not be one that's like valuable enough to be like, okay, let's spend $30 shipping it overseas or whatever, but if you want. Okay, so, it came with Cal. Oh, so I think that little guy, that little creature came with Cal Kestis.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so let me pull up the giveaway tool and choose broadcast. And we're going to do hashtag. We are going to do hashtag. Let me pull up the banner. Incinerate. Hashtag incinerate. All right. Hashtag
sure you
incinerate.
spell it correctly.
Hit the comments. Yep. Let me double check, make sure I spelled it correctly. Yeah. Hit the comments. Let me actually pull that up. Let me share.
I think I got that yesterday or the day before, but again, I haven't been able to crack into it either. So.
Did you guys manage to get all of those? The Ahsoka one and everything?
I ordered.
Yeah. I got the Ahsoka already and the Boba.
Okay.
And then
Stormtrooper and E-Web is the one I'm waiting on still.
Oh yeah, that's the other one.
So
yeah, it's like the first E-Web in 3 3/4, at least that I can recall. Right?
Not sure. But yeah, incinerate. Here we go, everybody. Let's get him in there. Hello, Texas.
How many people we got in here?
75. 80.
80.
Oh, just jumped from 75 to 80.
All right, got 80 and we got 45 likes. Hit that like.
Hit the likes. We got 36 entries. Hit hashtag incinerate. Laura.
Yeah. Might as well join everyone. Let's try and win.
I swear if Timothy wins again.
Oh my God. Yeah, really.
How many has he won?
Twice. So like he's won like 50% of our giveaways.
You got to take yourself out of the running, Tim.
I feel like we've been doing
He entered.
I know he
entered.
did.
He's there. He wants me to sign another thing.
It's no care.
Walter White, Lago Figs, DK Blau, Jacob Forna, Marco Beltran. Marco's hoping for the three-peat for Timothy. Mr. Ortega.
What do they call
it?
it?
Another
Rig
minute.
away?
9:36. So at 9:38, we will spin the wheel. Guillermo's also on Team Timmy.
Timmy.
Hashtag Timothy. Yeah, you know what? This is funny. So originally yesterday, I put the Doc Knock statue in the thumbnail for the video, and then I was going back through last week's, and I realized we already talked about it last week. Oh. We shared it last week. I totally forgot we already talked about it. So I took it off and I
still
updated.
Still cool looking.
It is, yeah.
Did they didn't put that up yet, right? Or put a price on it yet?
They put up the
other thing,
the pyramid head one.
Yeah.
That they showed off last year.
Okay.
Actually for pre-order. It was this is kind of notable. Like it was $245, I think.
That's
Hold
great.
on.
It's a really good price.
Or $265, which makes it, because that seems like a good price for a statue. And then you look back at Conan was $225 free shipping.
Yeah, that's a great deal for that one.
Crazy
Such
good.
a good deal.
Soft goods, swappable parts. It's amazing.
It's really good.
I don't know. It's probably gonna come out.
I was skeptical.
They had a big stand up for
nice.
Doc Knock, and I was wearing my Doc Knock shirt on that one day. So
there you go.
Sweet. Hold on. Let me keep that up for 1 second. Let me just
Let
me put you solo layout. There you go. Nice. Sweet.
Yeah, they had another one for Gomez and another one. I got another big stand up for the Pink Skulls too. At their booth is like nice central location, so they were in a good spot.
All right, I'm gonna take the banner down. We are at 9:39, and we're gonna spin this wheel. So let me pull this off here. I just gotta bring it down.
Good luck, everyone.
Yep. Good luck.
Yeah.
And 3, 2, 1, draw. Scouser 77.
Okay.
Congratulations, Scouser. Let's see if Scouser's still
Congrats,
around. Scouser, congrats.
You in the chat.
Again, incinerate. I love this because I feel like there's quite a few Legions collectors and maybe not a ton of vintage collectors. And this is a fantastic set, and it's got the upgraded feet on the Stormtrooper. This is a nice set. Bunch of effects too.
Yeah, I was gonna say it comes with the flame effects, which are always good to have and usable.
I got right here.
We use those for a lot of things.
Got my little Grogu and the flame effects and all that.
I like the flame effects.
Hedgehog action. That's a weird way to spell Timothy.
Scouser 77. That sounds like Timothy's alt account.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, so Scouser. So if you could email podcast@dorklair.com, or you can message me on Instagram or Facebook, just get in touch and I will send this out to you. Congratulations. Okay. And again, thank you to the folks who have been doing the super chats and really like funding these giveaways. Like I wouldn't really be able to do it every single week if people weren't, like pitching in and supporting these giveaways. So thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Really appreciate it.
Burner account. He's not around. Doesn't seem like he's back here. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Thank you so much.
Yep. Support.
Congrats.
Awesome,
like you. Nice.
Okay, so moving on. Back to the slideshow. So we got a Mandalorian Luke, which I think doesn't have the right outfit. Somebody would mention that. I probably wouldn't have picked up on it right away, but I guess it's not quite right the way the outfit is sculpted.
Oh.
And then we have Cal. So that's pretty cool.
These all look like renders, though, right? I mean, these are.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's other photos, but I didn't get them all in.
There are. Okay, actual photos.
I think there were some actual photos. Okay. I didn't play this game, but I did watch. Oh no, this is the new game that's coming out later, the Jedi Survivor. But I did watch Jedi Fallen Order. I watched the whole like super cut of the cutscenes, and it's great. It's really good, and it connects to like the Obi-Wan show quite a bit.
Oh, I'll check it out.
Great show, great giveaways. Thank you, fellas, for the great content, and thank you, Braku Prime, for the $5 super chat. Much appreciated. This I'm pumped about because I wanted more of these, but it only came in the set that was the AT-ST set, and the AT-ST is kind of garbage. It's super weak legs, and it's not a fun toy. So like getting extras of these meant like getting extras of an unfun toy. But
right. Oh yeah,
I'm pretty pumped about the Klatooinian Raider being.
Wait, did they do a Mando AT-ST?
Yeah, they did the one from this scene. Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
And it came with the Klatooinian Raider. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I guess it's crap from what you say, but I literally would have bought it. Yeah.
It's behind me. I don't know if we can see it back there. It's hard to see, but it's in the background. And I don't even. I'd go grab it right now, but I know like the second I touch it, it's gonna collapse.
Okay.
Because the legs are so weak on it. This figure is like the body's a little bit dated, but it's a great looking figure. This is a nice figure. I like it. I meant to grab some more when they went up on what's the site called? Tongori. But I never
I haven't looked at that site in a while.
Yeah. This kind of like this is a very similar situation where it's like I have the Slave 1. I'm not buying this one for $200, $50 more, but I really want that figure. So they better put that on a card because
this is $250.
No, this $200. The last one was $150, so this was $50 more.
I was gonna say, holy shit.
Yeah, wow, kind of stinks.
Oof. Yeah, no.
And you can go to Big Bad Toy Store right now and buy the Empire Strikes Back one for $150. You could probably even. I mean, I got mine for $115. You know, like.
Yeah. They're.
I have the original one from 8 years ago, but doesn't have the stand, which I really wish I had.
Right. Starship. So I have thoughts about this idea, like, oh, they're PCing the Slave 1 word or whatever. I think it's more so that they are just making something marketable to anyone, right? Like, and again, this is collector stuff, but I still think in general, like the general, like Legos and things like that, like all these Star Wars products, they're going with Boba Fett's ship. So be as generic as possible so people know that's Boba Fett's ship, rather than Slave 1 is like, okay, what's Slave 1? Like, what, you know, that's my take is it's all marketing stuff. It's not necessarily like they're caving to PC pressure or something like that. Because that's what a lot of people assume.
Since the beginning, Star Wars has been about toys, man. It's about toys. You know what I mean? And times have changed. You know what I mean? It's what it's going to be out there in front of kids and stuff. And I think it's always going to be, I think in terms of the show, they may not call it that. I don't think they called it anything. I don't think he's referred to it as anything in any of the shows. But I'm sure, it's kind of like an unspoken thing. It's still Slave One. It's still Slave One, but it's like
still Slave One.
They're not going to put that on marketing. You know what I mean? They're not going to put that on a Toys R Us, well, a Target shelf, a Walmart shelf. You know what I mean? It's just
right. Not anymore,
I get
at least.
Yeah, and at least like I think in our chat, my example is like Warner Brothers and DC. They're making these shows like knives, Peacemaker, which are incredibly violent and everything, and they use guns, but they're just giving you knives and swords and stuff. At least this exists in toy form. I don't care what it says in the box, and it is the Slave One, like you said. It's still in canon from their thing. So whatever it exists is better than it not existing. And they're like, well, we don't want blasters anymore. People shouldn't be holding. That would be beyond ridiculous if they start zipping stormtroopers with batons or something.
Yeah.
So
fire spray. Yeah. And it is on StarWars.com's databank. It's still Slave One. All right, here we go. This is kind of like the big showcase piece, I think. Next to that King Conan. This is the new Hot Toys Obi-Wan Kenobi Darth Vader. Just went up for pre-order yesterday, and this is an epic figure, in my opinion. It's the battle damaged Darth Vader from that scene. It also connects to Rebels because this kind of thing happened in Rebels as well. And it's just like all over the place in the comics and whatnot. So Anakin Skywalker, Hayden Christensen, Darth Vader. And it's been a little bit since that Empire Strikes Back, reissue 40th. So, a Vader.
Yeah, it's a good looking Vader. And what's interesting, though, is that you have to buy the deluxe if you want
regular
non-damaged Vader, which is interesting.
Yeah.
It makes sense, though, because that's what this is from. And this was, let's be honest, that was the coolest scene, and that was the best fight that they had. And so this being the regular figure from this has got to be. It's got to be.
The shot right here is nuts.
Yeah,
it's a great.
Yeah, I mean, from like the beginning of the Obi-Wan show, when I was like, oh well, they can't possibly meet. And then in that one episode, they actually like lightsaber dueled. I'm like, really? Like, wow, they like are. And then this like brought it all together. I was like, this is like that scene. Like, so I watched the show by myself, and then I watched it with my wife. And I would say that like I don't want to say I totally changed my opinion, but like I liked the show a lot better the second time around. I was like, anything that bothered me, it was just very minimized. It was. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's just something I really need to do is watch it again, because I was just like, everything. I don't want to draw on it, but anyway, this is like a figure that looks terrific, and I'm
going to side note that.
Right. Yes,
I'm going to side note that, Chris, and say, if you haven't watched it yet, there is a 2-hour cut that this guy edited together of the whole show, and it's fantastic. He has put it together in a much more, I think, a logical way in that when, the Jedi who's on Tatooine in the cantina comes in, he doesn't, they kill him then. And then the next scene, it cuts to him hanging. Like, that made sense. It's just things like that it makes it, he cuts out that whole chase scene. Like, it's just she sees him in the forest, and then the hood goes over her head, and that's it. It was great. It's great.
Yeah, those are like the little annoying things and other little annoying things that like my first watch through, they nagged me, and then like the second time through, I just went in enjoying the show and enjoying what I was seeing. But
for the most part, I did that too.
Totally great. Yeah,
Laura thinks they should make a Beskar. Vader should make a Beskar helmet for next time.
It's like, don't you know the technology that's out there?
There will be like a comic.
It's also amazing.
Where,
go ahead.
Where like we find out that Vader was gathering Beskar, and he was gathering Beskar bars, and like it turns out like the Camtono of Beskar that's in Mando was like directly from Vader when he was trying to collect the Beskar.
Right, everything's connected.
It's all connected.
Yeah.
It's amazing that he could slice through that helmet and not really take his head, cut his head off or cut through.
Another minor, complaint or whatever.
But it could crack.
Obi-Wan, there was when he was fighting some stormtroopers, he slashed at them a couple of times. I'm like, you just slice right through them, right? But either way,
yeah.
This is just still so good.
Yeah.
I don't need the deluxe just because I have the Rogue One Vader. I am certain they'll make a Return of the Jedi Vader, and so I don't need 3 clean looking ones. So I'm gonna pass on the deluxe for that. But
so
I really like the look of the helmet, though. The helmet looks really good.
I've seen this a lot. Closest I've come to getting a Hot Toys in a long while. This is one of those ones a couple years ago, Mandalorian. Now this one is I see a lot of people saying, I think this could be my first Hot Toy figure.
Yeah. Part of that I keep wondering too is if because Hasbro is so not they're so slow, but they have so much to do, which is I think is part of the reasoning behind why they don't put things out so much is because they have 2-3 scales and thousands of characters to do. But anyway, Hot Toys is we're striking right now. This is what's up for pre-order, and blows people away when they see it.
Yeah. So there's a 20-day window to get the bonus, which to me is not even interesting. It's just another hologram piece. It's the Grand Inquisitor. Whatever.
Yeah.
To me, it's not enough incentive to buy it within the first 10 days or whatever the heck it is.
From
I don't even remember him being in a hologram to Vader.
I don't either.
Whatever. Would have been great if it was the Emperor or something.
Yeah. And then so the $295 is the standard release, just the battle damaged Vader. The one thing I don't know about yet, and I checked the description, I didn't see anything, is if you look at the bottom left of the grid of photos, you'll see the cape has the slash through it, right?
Yeah.
And if you look through at the right side, there's no slash. I wonder if the cape's reversible, that they didn't mention it. And if it came with 2 capes, they would have mentioned it, but I wonder what's up with the cape.
I was thinking about whether or not it'd be reversible too, just because it's an obvious cut and then no cut, so
right.
Yeah.
The other thing that's different too is that this is going to be powered with a USB port instead of a batteries. So
that's going to be.
I'm interested to see if it's just one plug-in, into the body and then everything lights up. That's what I would hope instead of
that
some
would be
stupid
nice
thing where you have to plug in something to each of those boxes.
I got to think though, that's probably I don't know. That's going to be interesting, actually. Yeah,
could be a combination.
It'll take a lot more work. There's something I don't know if this is the exact reason, but there's something with Australia where they don't want batteries in figures, and so there's one big Australian retailer called Pop Culture, and they clearanced out as much as they could, all their die-cast Iron Mans that have been sitting around with tons and tons of batteries in them. And so I think that's why Hot Toys has been switching to this, USB powered thing.
That's about time.
Yeah, Rick is saying it's 2 capes. I'm not sure where that's confirmed, but yeah, that's cool. Good to know. I prefer the 2 capes just because flipping the cape around, I feel like you're probably going to have a better look if the cape is not reversible,
Yeah. Folds are not going to be the same.
The one time when I got my and I guess
it's wired though.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's wired.
The Rogue One Vader I had. There's the first Vader, or the only Vader I have. The cape felt so nice. I remember picking this up. I'm like, wow, this is it's so heavy. It's draped so nice. It really was this is what I'm paying for.
Yeah.
So yeah, fully posable cape is awesome. Yeah.
These capes will be a nice aftermarket thing. I might, if they're both wired. I'll put one on my Empire one.
Maybe.
Yeah, totally.
I wonder if it's 2 capes. I wonder if one's wired and one's not.
Oh,
might be.
Because I like that when Mezco did that. I thought it was cool on their Batman figures that you had the one that could drape and then the one that you could pose.
And the robe is wired too. It looks like.
It looks like it.
Oh yeah.
But again, I didn't see anything in the description that said it was wired. Maybe they updated the description. Maybe that's where Rick got the info. But
Hot Toys does some stuff with Photoshop, but I mean, it's usually effects and stuff like that. I'm trying to think if they've ever done anything where they're like showing you something that actually can't happen. You know what I mean?
I feel these promo photos usually are like more like what you're getting. Regardless, obviously the lightsaber is lit up there more than it would normally be, but
right.
the promo photos, they never show you anything like out of like the ordinary or something. It's not included. Whereas the product photos, when it's released, sometimes, like I remember when the Return of the Sith, Yoda was released, the person used like the sideshow like seat thing to put him in there. I'm like, well, weird, like it doesn't come with this figure. Like, but these should be just things that come with the figure and, little touch up here and there. But like the way that cape is going right now would be ridiculous to show if it does not have a nice.
But you know what wires. Though? I mean, I think it probably is wired, but I bet that is being held up over on the side there.
Yeah, by he's like holding it on the end like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
I like the two. I like that they include Reva's sabers. That's a nice touch too.
Yep. This just looks awesome, and I don't have a Vader, and I'm kind of tempted to get the damaged and the regular. So
yeah, I mean, if you don't have any, and then you could have this just be your straight one Vader. I mean, it's very easy to do that.
Swap it out every once in a while.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting this Vader.
And it looks like the undamaged one. Yeah, it says it's light up, so that must, connect into something and light it up, right? Yeah. So
I mean, it could be like these boxes have batteries and the lightsaber is a USB. But
like I said, I don't know they're because really moving away from batteries.
Okay,
like,
so maybe
they would usually say battery powered. And those boxes, I never put the batteries in my.
Oh my God! I tried it.
Each one you have to put batteries in. It's like 3 batteries.
Yeah, and then you got to get it back on the belt, and it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Right, and then you're sitting with a toy, like a $300 toy that's got batteries that could, leak acid,
corrode. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
take them out and put them in every time.
The DX-19 Batman, I was trying to put the batteries into the head just to check it out, and I even had tweezers and everything, and I'm like, I tried for 10 minutes, and I'm like, fuck this.
I
know.
So, we're talking you into this.
Yes, you should buy this. Yeah,
points.
Sell some things off.
Just realize this. One, it's not worth pre-ordering it this minute to get the little bonus thing, because you can just get this one, right? 2, there's plenty of time. This thing's probably going to release in 2024. Like, you don't have to even think about it until you probably don't have to think about it until 2024. So, and, like that's the good thing about Hot Toys is it's like, the hype is amazing right now. This is like so cool, but you get to like sit on it for quite a long time and really decide what you want. You can take your time. Hot Toys.
I just received my Endgame Battle Damaged Iron Man. That was a 3-year wait. It's
nuts. That's nuts.
And then these are JC Hong's, unfiltered or anything. Just like
he's got one movable eye. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Urs.
There you go.
Instead of purrs.
Eye roll. Toby.
And then we get some other things. Hot Toys just announced like today. So we have the Toby.
This looks great, man. I think top to bottom, this looks really good. And I was like, I saw the Garfield one, and I thought it was pretty good. It was a good sculpt, and I'm like, I might, I was thinking about maybe getting all 3 of them. And I saw that one. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I don't really need all 3 of them. Now I saw this one. I'm like, I really want this. And now if I get this, I kind of got to get all 3 of them. I mean, what's the point? And then the bases look really cool too, which is something I'm like, I don't need the bases, but
on
this
the deluxe,
oh my God, looks so cool. That sculpt is fantastic.
Deluxe.
Toby's my guy. I'm definitely getting it.
Yeah, me too.
But I'll probably stick to the regular. I mean, the Sandman base does look great, and I've seen people point out really you can have every hero and villain from this movie, hot toy, with a base or as a figure. So it's pretty awesome. But yeah, this is friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I love Toby.
Putting out another RoboCop.
I know, this is
totally out of left field. Yeah. I did not expect this at all, and I didn't even realize at first until someone pointed out, like, the paint job is a little more of the reminiscent of the. It's got that kind of purplish hues on it instead of the first RoboCops were just like straight kind of silverish. So
silver,
white.
That is kind of nice,
right?
Yeah.
So I'm trying not to talk myself getting into it for that because I have the other one, but this looks great and it's a great job, great way to get a RoboCop if you want because he has the optional swap out parts for the regular hands and everything. So,
and this movie was straight trash, but
I'm moving a little quickly. I just want to go back to a couple Spider-Man comments. So Hedgehog, old man Toby, but he looks damn good. Like I gotta say, he does not look like an old man. And then, so Braku was saying, I thought the rumor was that there was a license issue, and that's why Legends didn't have the unmasked heads. This kind of debunks that.
I thought it was.
Go ahead.
I was totally guessing that they didn't want to remake the Andrew Garfield head, and they were like, "Well, let's just make him young and call it the Spider-Man 2." That was totally a guess on my part of why they didn't do that. Because let's face it, like the Tobey Maguire movies are much more regarded, and in a reverse way, you might want a younger looking Tobey Maguire figure, but either way,
right?
Well, the Garfield one when they showed it at first said the Amazing Spider-Man, like it was the Amazing Spider-Man. Spider-Man. It wasn't No Way Home.
Yeah.
Whereas this is No Way Home. I think they changed up the Garfield one now to say No Way Home on it.
Oh, okay. I haven't looked at it.
I think they did. Which is weird. So that's maybe how they got around the whole licensing issue for getting a new license. But I did see Braku. You probably already checked it out, but the ACBA, Fabio did an interview with the Hasbro guys, and I think he actually brought that question up, and they did answer it, and I can't remember what they said. I think it was just a timing thing. For Hasbro in terms of the head sculpts, getting them done, getting them out, and licensing, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hasbro
it's weird.
Has billion. I mean, they have comics, movies, everything going on. I can't imagine how much they have to sit and decide of what they want to release any given day.
Yeah. Well, that's true too, right here. That's still waiting to sell again.
Get ready for the deluxe.
Yeah, exactly.
This one came out. I still haven't seen this movie yet either. But the Mighty Thor.
I have not yet either.
I thought there was two of these, but maybe not. Did you see it, Trevor, or no?
Yeah, I saw the movie.
How was it? Okay.
Mid.
Not great.
Meh. But I did like her in it, and I was looking forward to seeing this figure. I have to say, can I swear on this? Yeah, I can swear. I fucking hate this hair. I hate this hair. I hate that this is plastic hair. It's awful. This should be real hair. It should be rooted hair. Stupid.
I didn't
not going to be able to move.
But I was curious if they had a swap out hair or something like that.
Yeah,
for Drake.
I don't know what their choices are when it comes to that stuff. Like Gamora's hair looks great. And that's
and
that's
this seems
hair.
like the perfect candidate for rooted hair because it's the top of the head is covered in a helmet.
Yeah, you wouldn't see that.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't even have to root it. I mean, there's some stylization and curls to it, but they can do that now. It's it could still be a little like stiff. It just doesn't. It's not going to be like this. This is going to be immobile.
Right.
But
right. Yeah. Totally.
This is
another Iron Man. I'm not. I don't even know.
It's an updated Mark III. So like when they switched to do cast and everything, the Mark III was like a half an inch or a centimeter or whatever shorter than all the other ones. So
and plastic.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, they did do a die-cast version of it, but it was still
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure the head sculpt is new because the head sculpt I think is incredible on this one.
It's amazing. Although, do you think it looks too old? I don't know.
I see what you mean, like the wrinkles, like in the he's like some bags in under his eyes, but
I mean, he wasn't. He was in his 40s, right, at the time.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he's too old. I think that's why they're doing the hair that way. Like it's not as normal, like straight up hair and everything. I think
just buy this just for that head sculpt. The head sculpt.
Yeah, if anything, I think they're all a little old looking. Like he's not
except for Andrew Garfield, he gets to be young forever.
Yes.
So this is funny that the Natalie Portman hair thing. Let Curtis weigh in on it. Like I feel like he's gonna have some kind of Barbie salon joke in there somewhere. I think that's it. We made it to the end. Wow, this is a long one. It's been an hour and a half.
Wow.
The other thing I was surprised about is that none of these figures were at Comic-Con. Like there was extremely few like sideshow figures like and hot toys at Sideshow's booth that was like, oh, brand new, blah blah blah, something to really surprise you with. And I was glad to see all these reveals, but it would have been kind of cool to be like, oh, we're throwing these in. It's just
hot
same
toys
thing with
works
them
in mysterious ways, man.
Yeah, they were all. Everyone was very candid. This whole, I don't know if it's this change going forward or not, but like in the past, you would see things that like you probably would be like, I know they're not going to make that, but at least I can see it, And this is like there was just like it was very tight. I almost avoided the sideshow booth for that reason too, just because of like I know I'm not going to really see anything. They have 100 figures showing up. Nothing's new, I would have heard from it, but
the only one I could think
it seems like
was new was Tech.
Yeah. They had I forgot the Bad Batch guys. Those guys were newish, and then the
they had
the 6 Starfighter or the Attack of the Clones Starfighter that will never get released.
Right.
It's never happening. Yeah, they had some of that stuff at Celebration too, which was why it wasn't really new there.
Yeah,
either.
exactly.
And it used to be that you'd go out day one and there'd be some stuff on the floor, and then day two there'd be there's some different stuff on the floor. And I didn't hear anybody saying that there was any of that stuff. And they showed the Vader that was supposedly from Obi-Wan at Celebration. He was there, just the regular Vader. How could you not have that helmet ready to go for SDCC just to pop the helmet on?
There's no way it wasn't ready. I'm hopefully we're chalking this all up to it's still an extra COVID year. No, we don't trust shipping or something, and blah blah blah. But,
true enough.
Yeah.
Real quick,
it's the first year back in 2 years, so
I'm going to share Twitter real quick. I did
the Captain America looks cool. This Mayfex. I think it was just a test shot, but it looked really nice.
So let me pull this out. Hold on one second, everybody. We had a request, and I had kind of planned to maybe take a look. So one thing, a little Master of the Hunt thing, is the at least the Return of the Jedi of Boba Fett is
nice. Good price.
Is available right now for $45 or whatever on Hobby Link. You got to add shipping and
great
whatnot,
figure.
But so we have that. Let's see what else we have here. So the Batman.
Yeah, that pre-order went up,
which I finally watched. And this was
good.
We have Poison Ivy.
Those look good, man. I like Poison Ivy.
Bane, Batman.
Yeah, Nightfall Batman. Regular.
Starlight.
I'm digging this. I like this.
Yeah,
this line's coming
pre-ordered.
Yeah, they're really
everybody else coming out.
A lot of figures. Oh, they're doing more figures than any other line.
Yeah. I saw.
I mean, you won't see them for a year and a half, but
those are like what do you call it? not kit bashers. I'm trying to think. Digibashers of what they expect them to look like.
Chris, what did you say? The Batman. The Batman
went up repeating for pre-order here, right. But
the Batman and Starlight just went up for pre-order. I'm trying to think offhand what other ones they had. Terminator, like he mentioned, there was Terminator 2, like Battle Damage T800, and the endoskeleton.
That'd be cool. That'd be
another one.
Yeah, the Batman's up, Starlight's up. I'm looking at the product list.
Captain America, that was the first time we'd seen a like a gray prototype of that.
That looked really, really good.
Straight comic booky, ear wings, everything.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I haven't. Did I? I'm trying to think. Because I've been that's what I've been doing with X-Men is Mafex, but I don't. Did I order that Thor the comic? I really like what they're doing with the comic stuff. And now that Captain America makes me want to maybe buy that Thor too.
I pre-ordered
the Iron Man, right? They did the Iron Man too, which I didn't order.
The Iron Man, they gave him this weapon that's like this big.
I know, it was weird.
So now he's like it's a super expensive figure, but I pre-ordered it just whatever. Hobby Link Japan's like Big Bad. Yeah, you can cancel it if you want, and whatever.
That's true. Yeah.
We mentioned Mondo Trapjaw last week.
Yeah.
We just had that one shot of it from the con, and we did talk about it last week. It
looks amazing.
It does look crazy. And then there was a question back to 1.6 again. Trevor, do you think Hot Toys will ever make a General Grievous?
I don't know where this breaks down because I keep hearing that that's prequels, but all I know is with the droids, I think Sideshow has the right to make the original trilogy droids, and Hot Toys has to work around that somehow. You know what I mean? They can do the Force Awakens R2D2 or the whatever. General Grievous
R2D2.
It wasn't
there's
a technicality about that though. There's a technicality it includes other accessories to make it.
Yeah, it was a deluxe or something.
Yeah, they called it deluxe. They didn't call it a New Hope R2. There's ways around it, I'm sure, but I'm sure you could do a whole gold 3PO and call it whatever. But I don't know. I don't know why they haven't. But that Sideshow one is just complete and utter garbage.
I got it. I got the reissue, and I have to help it to stand up. But it's also not probably going to be $450 either. So I'm like,
true.
It's not, he's not my favorite character of all time. So I'm fine with,
it's, I wish Sideshow would do would be to revisit Greedo or
they're creatures,
the Gamorrean guards. They kick
guards,
ass on those things. I got IG-88 from them, and the thing is a floppy mess. And then I got IG-11 from Hot Toys, and that thing is it's a fantastic figure. It's just
amazing.
Stay in your lane. You know what I mean? Do the comic book X-Men stuff. This is cool. It's a little weird, but it's cool. And then do creatures.
Do the diorama things, or whatever, the Jabba pieces.
Jabba.
Seats, those are things I would love to see. More them do more of.
I'd do deep cuts on some of the aliens, like Dr. Evazon and what's his name? Ponda
Baba.
Yeah.
Walrus
I'd buy that. I'd buy that.
Totally.
Yeah. I would get into the creatures. Yeah, for sure. If they came back to those.
Yeah.
All righty, everybody. Thanks again to all the contributors for helping support the giveaways, and congrats again to the winner. I already forgot the name. It was Scouser or something like that.
Scouser, yeah. He explained that it's a Liverpudlian soccer football team name. I guess they call themselves. So
okay, so congrats there. I didn't see if the email came in yet, but just make sure you email podcast@DorkLair.com or message me on Instagram or on Facebook. And John's like, it's Timothy. He's probably creating a new email address right now so that he can email me. Yeah. So we might take a week off next week, and then I have a vacation coming up, so there might be a little more downtime going forward. But remember, tomorrow morning, I think about 11 a.m. probably, so like about an hour before it goes live, I'll have my big overview breakdown video for the Mythic Legions All Stars 5 Plus, and then probably like 2 days later, maybe like Sunday afternoon or evening, I'll have my Varg review up. All right, so be on the lookout for those. Remember, hit the little bell below, like to turn on alerts. Like if you want to know, like right when these things go live, you'll get a little alert. Go to 1/6 shooter. What is your actual thing? Shooting my toys. I'm sorry. What's your
shoot your toys with 1/6 shooter? You can just look up 1/6 shooter. You should be able to find it. Yeah.
Yep.
Legions Lounge Monday. I don't know what the hell we're talking about. Still working on it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Come up with something.
I think I'm doing a 1/6 pack tomorrow night. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll see.
You got to, man. You got to talk about this Vader, dude.
Yeah.
I know. We have people coming, and like I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I gotta go downstairs and do my little
regular people.
You got humans coming over, dude?
That's it. Regular people.
All right, everybody. Let me pull up our little end screen here.
Get out of here,
Thanks
naked.
for watching. Wait, is naked back? Jesus, what?
No. Some J-Mac just said get out of here, naked. It's like your new sign off,
okay.
I think.
Yeah. Go home naked. And until next time, may the force be with you.